leagues, their own apartment buildings, and even their own hotels. But these folks are missing a little something. Like their pants.
The notion that you or I are indecent beneath our clothes is not acceptable.
But as peaceful and private as these nature lovers may be, they're causing a ruckus from coast to coast as they cast off their clothing in even more public places.
Jesus told his disciples that if you don't clothe the naked, then you don't have eternal life.
Take the sleepy town of Wilton, California, just south of Sacramento. Thousands of naked folk have enjoyed the country club lifestyle there for 27 years.
One of the things that most of us enjoy a lot is this communal attitude that nothing is embarrassing anymore. We just all went up and took a nice shower. There was 6 of us in the shower, having a good time talking.
A lovely pool, a lake, tennis, and cocktails. Ah, the good life. Only skip the Ralph Lauren weekend wear. But now Laguna del Sol, more affectionately known as Rawhide Ranch, wants more. They're tired of pitching tents, hitching trailers, or getting dressed to drive miles away. They want their own hotel.
We feel if we had facilities for them to stay overnight, they'd maybe stay a week.
So far, the town has stopped plans for a 2-story shotel, but it's not the nudity that's the problem, they say. No, it's the zoning. They just don't want hotels.
It's a non-commercial area, and folks in the area just did not want commercialism invading their area. They've moved here to get away from that.
I think we've done a lot for the local businesses. I'd like to see people be tolerant of nude recreation.
Meanwhile, Las Vegas, Nevada is the tolerance zone. You don't have to gamble to lose your shirt.
Some of the people that live there, I have no desire of seeing unclothed at all. Sorry to say, but...
The Albert Street apartments might be the butt of neighborhood jokes, but the residents don't care at all.
So do you just take applications for rentals as if it's a regular building?
And then you tell them. You know, tell them it's clothing optional. And some people don't move in, I guess, and some people do.
It's nice coming out of your shower, not have to worry that your drapes are accidentally open.
The gang of nudists who lives here happens to be in the center of 3 high-rise hotels. They think they're giving tourists the best odds in Vegas.
The Maxim at the very corner, there's a couple of guys that always go over there with the binoculars. I think in those rooms, though, they can't see in.
What did we see? Well, from Bally's, there's not much of a view. Not from the Maxim, either. The Bourbon Street? Well, you'd have to be pretty down on your luck for this.
Ah, we sit there and go, hi!
Believe it or not, folks aren't so laid back in Los Angeles. Just up the road from posh Malibu is Topanga Canyon, where residents have been fighting nudists for 25 years.
The first few months we were here, a neighbor complained that people were in the swimming pool unclothed, so they called the sheriff. Helicopters came. Can you believe it?
That was back in 1967, and since then, Ed Lang and his nudist recreation center, Elysium Fields, have been fighting to stay in the canyon. It seems the city council has tried everything: zoning, licensing, fire regulations.
I invited them all to come in and visit and find out for themselves, and they were horrified. They wouldn't step across the property line for fear that they would be contaminated.
But the folks at the Elysium are about to take it to the U.S. Supreme Court.
Well, in the Garden of Eden, the most attractive thing was the leaf, wasn't it?
Yep, it seems the best way to enjoy life in the altogether is to keep moving.
I think there's a lot of sort of twisted mental energy that comes out of people being so hung up about clothes.
Meet the Slugs.
It stands for Slightly Loopy Unorganized Group from Seattle, and we're a nudist travel group.
The Slugs, like Bigfoot, they travel the Pacific Northwest wilderness.
If you're going through brush, you just take a little piece of cloth and you cover the sensitive areas.
These folks strip down for hiking, sightseeing, and swimming in Puget Sound in polar bear temperatures.
Isn't this a little kooky? Yeah, yes. That's why we do it.
Now, they don't just run everywhere. The rangers make sure the slugs steer clear of the Christian campground, and the slugs take care not to frighten their fellow hikers.
Most people don't mind, or, you know, you just, as I say, you just cover up when somebody's coming down the trail.
There were some people when we went to that hot springs in Idaho that were a little bit, they were wearing swimsuits and they weren't real comfortable with us being nude.
Here's to Eve, the mother of our race, who always wore a fig leaf in the right place. And here's to Adam, the father of them all, who was Johnny on the spot when the leaves begin to fall. So, why not?
Here at Hard Copy, our motto is similar to that of the New York Times: all the nudes that are fit, we take.